Good evening, everybody. I suppose it's evening now. I'm Victoria Weather Meteorologist Ryan Henning, and I am here with a look at the forecast for Jackson, Tennessee. Unfortunately, there aren't too many photographs of Jackson. This looks like the best one, and it seems to be of a mall type of region. Apparently, it's called the Columns. If you look for photos of the Jackson area, they've been struck by several large tornadoes in the last few years, and actually most of the pictures that I found, especially of the downtown area, are of the town recently laid waste by one of the big twisters. Fortunately, that's not in the forecast for the next couple of days, but it is something to keep in mind, I suppose, as we head towards the peak tornado season. And like I said, not a huge issue tonight. If there is a threat, it's going to be for fog and maybe some low clouds. We're just getting new observations in, so that's why you just saw some of those sites jump. And as it turns out, one of those sites that just changed was Jackson. It's MKL right here for McKellar Regional Airport. So it's about an hour and a half northeast of Memphis. 50 degrees right now, clear skies. That is only going to make the fog a little bit more denser as the evening continues. Temperatures are already down around 50. That's where the dew point's at. Clear skies, it's going to lead temperatures to cool off, causing the air to become more saturated. Fog is going to thicken. Going to be a pretty a low visibility morning. They were seeing fog as low as 1.5 miles earlier, but now the visibilities have improved slightly. I think the whole area is going to fog in pretty densely. If we look at our satellite imagery, this is my new favorite, the GeoColor version of the Goes East imagery. We can see there's not a lot of cloud cover. There are a few clouds from southern Illinois down towards the Memphis area. Sorry, it keeps moving around so much. I haven't quite figured out how to stabilize it. There is a little bit of activity over western Arkansas. I don't think that's going to clear in, not in a meaningful way to bring any overcast to limit the radiative cooling overnight tonight. So I think we're just in for some haze, some fog for tomorrow morning. And we can look at the forecast maps. You can see there's not a whole lot going on. There is a little bit of a hook in the isobars here, indicating a weak area of low pressure over Arkansas. That's what's causing those clouds out that way. But again, nothing significant. There is a deep trough extending all the way from Hudson Bay down towards the Mississippi Delta. We can see that the particularly cold air is lagging a little bit behind. If we look at the cold isohips here dipping into the Great Lakes and steadily marching further south tomorrow. So a little bit of a trough moving through Tennessee that should bring temperatures down just a little bit, especially as we go into Saturday. But really, that's about it. That trough is going to force all the actual inclement weather found over New England and the Mid-Atlantic further to the east and northeast, which will again leave the Jackson area pretty nice. It's going to be cool. It's going to be, sunny. Probably some haze overnight. And by cool, I mean seasonably cool. We're not quite yet to the oppressive heat and humidity. Models are pretty well aligned. Not very often you see this much agreement for this long a period. So be foolish it'd be foolish to disagree with this forecast. So we'll call a high about 70 tomorrow. Low just, probably the upper 40s. A little bit cooler as that trough sinks south from the Great Lakes. So maybe upper 60s, 67, 68 sounds about right. And then with a low over about 50. There could be a few stray clouds that filter in because of the advancing upper level trough. But that's about it. A quick little forecast for you tonight for Jackson. There isn't going to be a tornado, and hopefully there's going to be time to get a new photograph of the downtown area. So for the next time we record one of these forecasts. That'll do it for me. Again, I'm Victoria Weather Meteorologist Ryan Henning. You can get a forecast or visit our site at victoria-weather.com. Have a good night.